Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But how about WCHA.tv, where you've got the best seat in the house? 5 spots are already taken in the playoffs, with Northern Michigan, Minnesota State, and Bowling Green all clinching first-round home ice. Those 3 just separated by 3 points. Michigan Tech and Bemidji State battling for 4th, separated by just 2 points. Still 3 spots up for grabs right now. Alabama Huntsville in the driver's seat, but hosting #1 NMU in a Saturday-Sunday series. Wildcats jump out to an early lead, up 2-1 late second on the power play. Darian Craighead spreading things out. He's got Mitchell Slattery who finds pay dirt, and it's now 3-1 Northern Michigan. But the Chargers come charging back. Down a goal midway through the third, offensive zone face-off. Hans Gorowski wins it, and Josh Kessner buries it, just like they drew it up. And we're tied at 3. Down the stretch, Wildcats gain the line. Adam Rockwood tries to go deep, but gets it right back. Drops it off for Troy Loggins, who nets his 16th of the year. Northern Michigan wins their 7th straight to clinch home ice in the first round. 4-3 the final. Zach Diamantoni would also score his NCAA-leading 7th shorthanded goal of the season. On Sunday, bold move going up against the Super Bowl pregame show, but UAH feeling confident on their home ice. And they got going early. Tyler Polson on the rush. He's got Brandon Salerno as a decoy. Polson blows it past Ate Tolvanen for a 1-0 lead. Tied at 1 midway through the second. Huntsville on the power play. Brandon Parker on the perimeter feeds Kessner on the one-timer, and the Chargers are up a goal again. This time they'd add to the lead. Just under 10 to play, and it's Polson again. He causes the turnover, and he's gone. Nice move and the backhand finish. Polson and Kessner each score twice in the 4-2 win to earn the split. Kessner now leads the league with 20 goals on the year. We head to the Madhouse on Mercer. Michigan Tech in town to face Bowling Green as both teams in the thick of the playoff race. This one scoreless through the first 20 minutes, then the Falcons came to life. A shot from the point gets tied up in traffic, but Mitch McLean getting after it. His 14th of the year makes it 1-0 Bowling Green. That wouldn't last long. They get 2 more within 5 minutes, now up 3-0. Sam Craggs leading the rush, gets it in front to Max Johnson, doing his best McLean in the paint impression, and he stabs it home for a 4-0 lead. Tech chips away a little with goals by Alex Smith and Jake Lucchini, but too much orange on this night. Connor Ford with a beauty backhander, and Bowling Green wins going away. 7-2 the final on Friday as 7 different Falcons light the lamp in what was their 3rd win this year over the Huskies. Michigan Tech would show their displeasure on Saturday. Lucchini wins the battle along the wall, hits Gavin Gould, blasts in his 10th, and the Huskies are up 1. Gould would return the favor midway through the second. He throws a carom pass ahead, and Lucchini does the rest. Looked like he wanted a center, but it ends up in the net, and it's 2-0 Tech. A few minutes later on the power play, Mitch Meek and Mark Ock play catch at the point. Ock lets go a bomb that finds its way through. Lucchini getting an assist on that one as well as netting his 10th in the third. Michigan Tech wins 4-0 for the split. Both teams have now clinched a spot in the playoffs. We're off to Bemidji, where Lake Superior State needs a sweep to keep their postseason hopes alive. They start strong, scoreless late first. Brandon Belisco leading the rush. Make no mistake about this one. TJ Hankey with a blast, and it's 1-0 Lakers. They outshoot the Beavers 12-7 in the first. Same score late second period. Bemidji on the breakout. Gage Terrell says maybe next time. The sauce across to Anthony Nellis, who nets his 10th, and Lake State is up 2-0. That's all they'd need. Nick Kossoff turns away all 28 Bemidji State shots in the 2-0 win, 13 of those coming in the 3rd period. Despite the Kossoff shutout, it's freshman Merrick's Mittens in net on Saturday for Lake State. He keeps things scoreless through 20, also turning away 13 BSU shots. Early second, a delayed penalty coming up against Bemidji State. Colin Sockerman's point shot deflected along the way by Max Humitz, and 2 nights in a row, the Lakers score first. Less than a minute to play, Michael Bitzer on the bench and an empty net for the Beavers. They pour it on, but Mittens comes up big. The flurry would lead to a Diego Cuglietta breakaway. and back-to-back 2-0 road wins in the Lake State sweep. Mittens outdoes his buddy Kossoff with 36 saves on Saturday. There's no place like home. Minnesota State in their first conference home game since, get this, December 30th. Anchorage in town for a set. Friday night, it was all Mavericks. Already up 1-0 and on the power play, Parker Toomey sneaking in from the point, spots Mark Michaelis, who drives it home, and it's MSU by 2. He wasn't done. Neither were the Mavericks. To the second, now 3-0 home team, and again on the PP. Michaelis leading the rush down the right wing wall, drops it to Zeb Knutson, who busts out the howitzer. One of 2 assists on the night for Michaelis. Knutson with 2 goals and 2 assists. They would add 2 more, including this beauty by Jake Jaremko. 7-1 the final on Friday. That's win number 20, something they've done now 6 straight years. Unreal. Much different game Saturday, but it started out with more Jaremko. Tied at 1 late first, another Mankato power play. Seawolves, stop taking penalties. Textbook dangle snipe Selly. How does that fit in there? 2-1 Mavericks, make it 3-1 early second. This is a good old-fashioned bull rush. 4-on-1 at the line. Knutson with the keeper, and he makes it 4-1. UAA doesn't give up. Down a pair with a buck and change to play. 6-on-5, and they get it to Austin Azurdia, who blows the doors off from the slot. That makes it a 1-goal game, but that's as close as they'd come. 4-3 the final. Minnesota State back in sole possession of second place behind Northern Michigan, and they've got home ice in round 1 of the playoffs. Our last stop is our furthest north. Anton Martinson and Alaska hosting Ferris State. Bulldogs score first on the road, so lean on the seniors and special teams. Zach Fry and Chad Staley manning the point. Staley with a shot. Taylor Munson gets enough of it to get by Darren Smith, and it's 1-1. Ferris State came to play, and they would retake the lead here with the man advantage. Joe Rakowski has Nate Callan wide open on the backside, and FSU is back on top. Still 2-1 early second. Staley, the setup man again, with a long pass to Fry. He charges and finishes to even things up again. They'd add another, and it's Nanooks by a goal middle third. Fry makes it onto the scoring sheet again, this time as they set up a Tyler Klein breakaway. 4-2 the final. Alaska working their way up the standings. Munson with 2 goals, and it was a 3-point night for Zach Fry. It was a new night, but the same start as the Bulldogs score first. Save the puck because Martinson wouldn't let that happen again. So 1-0 second period. Alaska power play, and Kyler Hope just hoping to keep the play alive. A shot from the slot is saved, but Troy Van Teetering is there for the putback, and we're tied at 1. Midway through the frame, and Colton Leader leads the rush, takes it all the way and puts a shot off Darren Smith. The rebound hits the defenseman and ends up in the net. Sometimes the bounces just go your way. 2-1 Fairbanks. Into the third, Nanook power play. Staley just dishing all weekend. Weak side feed this time. Low angle shot by Munson, and it's 3-1. Leader adds an empty netter, and Martinson the backstop all weekend in their first home sweep of the season. Alaska jumps up a spot to number 7 in the standings. Time for some weekly awards. Our offensive player of the week is Jake Lucchini from Michigan Tech. He tied for the WCHA scoring lead and 4th most nationally with 5 points, including a career-best effort Saturday as Michigan Tech earned a road win and split at Bowling Green. The junior factored in all 4 Huskies goals, setting a career high for points in the series finale win that moved Tech within 2 points in the race for the 4th and final home ice slot in the WCHA quarterfinals. Our defensive player of the week is Alaska's Zach Fry, who led all WCHA defensemen with 4 points, helping the Nanooks sweep visiting Ferris State with 1 goal and 3 assists. The senior collected his first 3-point game of the season with a goal and 2 helpers on Friday before assisting on the game-winning goal in Saturday's triumph. The goaltender of the week is Fry's teammate Anton Martinson, who helped Alaska to its first home league sweep of the season with a pair of wins over Ferris State. The Swedish sophomore had the best save percentage at .932 and lowest goals against average with 1.50 among WCHA goaltenders that appeared in both games last weekend, while making a combined 41 saves. Once again, our Rookie of the Week is Minnesota State's Jake Jaremko. He led all WCHA freshmen and tied for the NCAA scoring lead with 4 points, tallying 2 goals and 2 assists, as now number 5 Minnesota State swept Alaska Anchorage. He tallied a goal and an assist in both games this weekend and now ranks second among NCAA freshmen with 29 points in 28 games. Coming up this week, Bemidji State heads to Houghton, Alaska is at Northern Michigan, Minnesota State is down in Huntsville, and Lake Superior State is up in Anchorage. That's it for this week. Just 3 short weekends left on the regular season schedule. The bulk of those are conference matchups, and you can catch them all on WCHA.tv, where they come to play, we come to watch. Stream any game on any device. UAH, Alaska, and Ferris State would all be in if the season were to end today, but it doesn't. We'll be back next week to get you caught up. And until then, I'm Ryan Phelps saying so long from St. Paul.